Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I am ready to get started with some art practice. I am live over here on TikTok. I am live over here on Facebook, not Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So I will be able to get TikTok on here once I get enough followers. So I am going to be in here manning two cameras, and it proves to be interesting, but we're here for it. All right. So you can go to my website and grab something out of the freebie folder. I have lots of cute fall stuff. If you want what we're painting today, shoot me a direct message or go to my website and get in that contact us, or just simply join the email list. If you join the email list today, then I know you want this one. So let's get started. Go get something to paint and let's get on down. All right, let me make sure I have the right screen. Let me stop that. We're ready to get started. And I need to share what we are painting. I'm so sorry, I forgot. I have it queued up, but I didn't put it in there. I had the camera ready, but there we go. This is what we're painting today. So this is the easy pumpkin and teapot. Pumpkin teapot. Oh, good gracious. Well, this is what we're doing. Let's get started. All right. Everything is set up. My water's still okay from last week. And as you know, I usually clean my brushes out on my paper towel real heavy. So let me go ahead and do a flip over here. All right. Here we are. And I am going to need to raise you up over here, TikTok, and then tilt you down. That has proven to be best, so that it's like you're looking right over my shoulder. So here we are. And I'm going to try to get you above this chat line so that you could see clearly. All right. I think we are just fine over here in YouTube land. And welcome. All right, this is Brene Flurnoy, art teacher by day, portrait painter by night, paint party instructor on the weekends. And I am getting ready to launch my membership. Okay, let me come over here. This is, oh, you know what? Let me flip it over here. All right. I wish that would automatically come up when we're using this back screen. So this is still in the download folder. You join, print, paint, or color it. This is 4 colors over here. What's that? Oh no, this one is a little bit more. The blue, the red, the green, the brown, and yellow. So it's about 5 colors. All right. So this is over in the download folder, still over there. So you can go and grab that. All right. Now let's get on down to it. Let's make sure our lighting is okay here. Is this going to go up a little bit? Okay, good. I was wondering why it was so dim. Let's see about getting the TikTok people in here a little bit closer. Well, you know what? It's still being covered up. Do I not have it lowered enough? Let me make a quick adjustment over here. All right, let me drop that down. I think that's a little bit better. Okay, we're ready to paint. Or if you want to color, feel free to do that. All right, let me get me a little sip.
I see. How can I help you right now?
Well, okay, Google. Thank you. We don't need it. All right, I'm trying not, because see, if I put this over here, the brush is going to end up in there. We don't want that. So let me just move it off to the side here. What kind of paints are you working with today? Or are you working with crayons and colored pencils? Either way is just fine. All right, so this is day 1, but this is an easy painting. This one is easy to create. But we'll see. And I'm kind of checking the lighting over here because I saw it was a little bit wonky when I watched the replay last week. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get started. I think I'm going to make that teapot a pale blue. Not teapot, the teacup. A nice pale blue. And I think that'll play nicely against the orange pumpkin that we're going to do. Now, those of you that know me, I like to paint fast and I like to paint slow all at the same time. I like to see everything kind of done right away. So I like to get it out of my head, but when I'm teaching, I have to slow that down. All right, and so sometimes you will hear me say absolutely nothing because I'm concentrating on what I'm doing. And I tell my students that too. They know I like a nice, quiet classroom when you're creating, but sometimes we put that music on while you're creating so that you're not talking. Oh, now, honey, did we stay in the line over there? No, we did not. Let's see if we can clean that up. Baby, it's time for another sip of this coffee. Or maybe the coffee is the problem. I don't know. Okay, so basically what I'm doing, I'm using my paintbrush like a mop. So I'm going in here to try to flood this area with water to try to soak it up. And then sometimes I take another little piece of paper towel to absorb the little mistakes over here. Let me move this purple out of the way. Purple. Let's go ahead and do the handle. I think the problem is I don't have enough water in here to begin with. So let's go ahead and do this handle really fast. And I want to say, is this the foot? You know what? We're going to go ahead and do this saucer too. And then we can add some details. All right. Welcome. Hello there. Thanks for joining. Right now, I do enjoy the Tuesday morning slot. Who knows? I may get more viewers on a Monday morning, but I do enjoy coming on here. I could come on over here every day. I enjoy painting. But, you also have to handle this off the screen life. Let me come up underneath, right up underneath here. Thank you for popping in. I'm so glad that you lingered a little bit. And of course, the folks watching the replay, you know how to double time it. And I now see YouTube has like a paid subscription of triple timing a video. I will double time a video in a moment. Get to the good part that I need. Sometimes I'll look at the, what do you call it? The transcript. But sometimes the transcript isn't always spelled correctly. All right, so we have painted that pale blue. We may decide to make this richer, but we'll see. Let me move this. I need to make sure that I am seeing. Let me move this out of the way. Slide that up a little bit. And let me double check to see what you're seeing. Oh, that's a little bit crooked. Let's see, is that better? Is that going to shape it up? That's a little better. Now, this is my dabbing paper. Let me get that out of the way. Let me slide it back this way. This way? Okay. I think it's okay. Let's keep going. So we just painted the little teacup. Nice and light. Let's see here if we can focus this right here. Nice and light, pale blue. Let's see here. All right. And this is a fun, cute design. If you want it, just leave me a message. make a comment or something. I don't know if the comments are available when we get off of the live, but I know if somebody sends me a message, a couple people did last week. So if you send me a message, then I will see that. I'm going back in here just to make the shadow just a little bit richer, a little more interesting for us. And we may go back in here and neutralize it out with a little bit of black later. But for right now, I'm okay with the teacup. Oh, I'm just going to make this inside here just a wee bit darker, because then that adds a little bit of visual interest as well. So when you're working, you want to do what you want to do, and then you also want to do a little bit of what's proven. Okay. Yeah, following some of the rules are not always bad, and you're still free to do what you want to do. But, sometimes if it's working, you don't want to break that up. All right, so we've gone over that carefully. And I'm glad I don't have to finish a whole painting in one setting. We can do that, but I much rather take my time like I'm doing today. All right, so we're going to continue. All right, so as they say, you can subscribe and follow and like and all of those good things. That lets who's that, YouTube and TikTok, know that you're interested. Oh boy, that's really in that light heavy over there. Why did that light change? Oh, let me do the autofocus. Okay, that's what happened. Oh boy, I need another sip after that. Oh, good gracious. What's in your cup this morning? What are you drinking? Coffee or tea? And then we got to say coffee that's black or coffee that is flavored, sweetened. All right, I am just going to go ahead and do this brown. Let me see. We can get a lot done in these next 4 minutes, okay? So I'm going to paint with water, and my students know that's wet on wet. We're going to add a little bit of water so that the paint won't absorb so quickly. If you don't mind the watercolor marks, you can do that, but if you have a little water in the paper, the paint that you add afterwards will kind of flow on top and blend a little bit. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do this little part really fast. Just giving a little drink of water. And when you're doing the wet on wet, you want to be prepared to move quickly. Now, wherever this water is right here, now I printed this in my own printer, so I know some of that printing ink is going to lift up a little bit. Whoop, that's my alarm, letting me know it's just about that time. For TikTok, I could stay on just a little bit past my time, but really I just want to hit it and quit it in about 20 minutes. Now see, I did not have anything ready. Ooh, now see, I'm about to dip in my tea over there. Ooh, good gracious, don't do that. All right, so I want to make sure that this is not too opaque. Let me get my index card here. All right, and you want to test that out. So that's not too bad, right? Not too dark, not too light. And then now we can go ahead on in here. And I guess the downside about working on this index card paper is it really does not care for a bunch of water. So whenever you do this wet on wet, you better be prepared to get on in here, move fast, and get on out of the way. Oh, I'm trying not to dip in my tea. Ooh, let's go on over here. Let's go back to the tip of the brush. I'm trying to stay within the lines, okay? All right, so this is happening pretty fast here. And then sometimes you don't really know what it looks like until it completely dries. Now, for the complete beginners, you can leave it right there with the just the one coat. You know, the training wheels, the black lines are there. But if you're like, okay, Brene, the black lines are fine, can you print them lighter? Because I want to work on my modeling. You know, that is something that I will make sure to ask in the group. Matter of fact, I already know that's probably going to be a request. So I'm just going to be prepared. Now I'm just going up underneath here, adding a little bit of modeling. You don't have to do that. This is where you take that to this next level. All right. So we didn't add anything other than the brown that was actually part of this watercolor pack. Okay. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the, what do you call it? The hearts, the likes, whatever that is. I appreciate it. Okay. Appreciate that. And I guess that's how you play this TikTok game. All right. So I'm just using the regular brown. In here, I didn't do anything specially mixed. All right. So we're going to continue. Let's see, at 6:55. So we were able to do that. Let's go ahead and do the spout. And then that's one less thing we'll have to do tomorrow. We may finish this tomorrow. And I wonder if I should do this again next week. And, you know, for the family-friendly time. All right, we are. And I like to color and I like to paint. And sometimes this paint just gets it done really, really quickly. So that is happening really, really fast. All right. So much fun. Now, do I want to take time to do this scroll work over here? I do not, but we're going to go ahead and do it because I'm trying to see if we're going to leave the background with, white. I think we are. Let's see, I probably should have painted this with a little bit of water first. I'm going to get a little bit. I'm just going to slide that water along here. This is so relaxing. And like I said, I know the guidelines help. So yes, I am looking for the 40 and up crowd, 50 and up. Everybody that has served their family with excellence. And now you're ready to carve out a little bit of time for yourself. You've always wanted to paint, but you've never taken that time out. Come on over here. Honey, you know, we go to work, go to work, go to work. This is something that I enjoy immensely. I could turn this camera on and paint all day, inviting you here in the studio. I know I need to go to my day job. Well, it's about that time for me to log off over here. It's raining, it's quiet, and I'm creating. It's something that happens in the mind. Now, I'm not the scientist, I'm not the art therapist, but it's something that happens in that mind when you are solving a visual problem. I see it all the time in my classroom. And when teachers drop off their kids, I had a couple last week. Lady, please don't tell me. Oh my goodness, they are on one today. Oh my goodness, good luck. Oh, lady, please don't leave me with these children and you're walking off. Matter of fact, you're halfway down the hallway and you're saying good luck. You won't even come to the door. Oh my goodness. But if we're painting that day, or whatever it is that we're doing, drawing, cutting, gluing, honey, it soothes the mind. Some people can't get it though. All right, so now the fun part will be the bulbous part. So I'm going to let you go today, and I'm going to sign off over here, TikTok. I'm going to sign off over. Oh, got to pop you back up here. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm trying not to drop you. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I've turned it off. Let's see. Did we stop it? I'm trying to flip it. So sorry. All right. So here we are. We are in the studio. This is what I have been referencing. Okay. This is the actual painting that we're working on, and you could flip it, change it however you'd like. Let me come back. All right, so here we are on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. Eventually, TikTok is going to be right there when I get enough viewers. So this is what we've been working on, and see what. What is this? What is this? Why is that? Okay, so this image right here will actually be on the screen when I go live on TikTok, so you guys can see. So when I'm over here just painting over here, you can't always see my reference if I don't print it off. But I've stopped printing off my reference because it is easy just to share the screen there. So let me say goodbye to YouTube. Thank you so much for joining. This is Brene Flanoy, art teacher, portrait painter, paint party instructor. And hey, listen, I'm about to start this membership, okay? We've been talking about it. It's being worked on right now. 2 of them, one for paint party business owners, where you can get premium paint party designs, and the second one, 40 and up new painters. It's going to be called simply the Art Room, art practice. All right, so look for that. That's coming up. And I'm trying to exit the room. Okay, there we are. Oh, I forgot to do my, y'all, things are a little different.